I know a lot of you is going through it with your family, and this came up in a discussion at this mental health place that I go to as a voluntary peer support. And so, as a peer support, I sit here and listen to people go through it because they're family members. And the reason why your family members be hating on you and don't want to see you succeed because of the toxicity that's in their blood. They don't want to see you rise higher than them intellectually or materially. And so you got some family members just ain't going to uplift you. It could be your mother, it could be your daddy, it could be your brother, it could be your sister. It shouldn't be no challenges with family, but today in this society, it's the challenge. And so by your family being so caught up on seeing you fail, they fail to see the good side of you. They fail to see the good that you do. And so when they hear the good that you do from others, this is when a lot of families like to give you your achievement because they couldn't see it. That's why sometimes the outside view of you that other people can see before your family. They can see you as intellectual. They can see you being creative. They can see things before your family because your family is blind because you are rising and they know you're rising, which means higher than them and you more pure than them. So they don't want to see you do good because they grew up with you. And your mama had you. Your daddy was a part of that process. Your sisters and brothers be challenging you. Nobody want to see you rise. Your cousins, all them challenging you. Not all cousins, because some cousins just like your friends. That's why your friends and certain cousins that's distant from you, who you don't really know like that, they can treat you better than your family members. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna be more accurate. They're gonna give you the accurate description of who you are. They're gonna treat you better. And so even these religion people in your family, and this one got everybody in bondage, this religion, because your family definitely don't want to see you do nothing other than their religion. It's gonna be a whole bunch of chaos if you try to have freedom. And so try to have free thinking, a free thought. There's gonna be some conflict, especially if they see you doing better than them while they're a religion and you're not. They definitely gonna get on you. They definitely gonna be against you because they see you healthy. They see you a free thinker, and you're not into the Bible or the Quran or to any religion, and they see you rise, so they see you doing better. Oh no, they better not let them see that. There's gonna be so much hatred, so you're gonna have to end up cutting yourself off from them or separate from them, or it's gonna be some chaos. So if you don't separate from the toxicity, it's gonna be chaos. And the reason for that is because they got a need to feel that they're above you, and they don't want to see that. And the reason why they can't rise above you because they're stuck on you instead of developing themselves and disciplining themselves, and instead of trying to inspire you and uplift you. And so how can they inspire you and uplift you when they're their own toxicity? See what I'm saying? So when you grew up with the limited thinking, the fixed thinking, of course, you're going to be trapped. You know what I mean? Because you can't think outside of the box. You only believe what you've been taught instead of going from your own thinking, your own points of view, because you never went outside of how you think. You always going by how I grew up. Well, my grandma taught me this. Well, my mama taught me this. So your mama or your daddy might say, my mama taught me this. My daddy taught me this. They're going by the tradition instead of being their own thinker. The same thing with your uncles, your aunts. And this is why there's so much chaos in the family. And your family can't see your true self or who you are. They can't see your talents, your gifts. They let somebody who's not a part of the family, tell them about you. Come on now. How can somebody who don't really know me like that tell you about me? And you don't even know about me. You know what I'm saying? You had me. I ain't speaking to me personally. I'm just speaking in general because a lot of families going through this. You be like, you had me, and you should know me. So this is what we're going through today. It's a whole bunch of chaos in the family because Nobody know you because they ain't paying attention. They only want to see the bad instead of the good. See, when somebody want to see the bad instead of the good, then they ain't gonna know you. So we had this discussion in the mental health place today. You know what I mean? Because this dude wonder why his family was hating on him so much instead of inspiring him. And so this is the reason why. Because your family don't want you to do better than them mentally or materially in any way. That I mean, I noticed they don't want to see you do good. So if they feel that you're higher than them, they're gonna attack you and always challenge you and always question you. So what you got to do, what he had to do, he got to separate himself from them, and that was some of the answers when we had this discussion at this mental health place I go to as a voluntary peer support. And so, with it being said, this was the topic, and how you get rid of that, you definitely got to separate in some way. You know what I mean? That's the only way you can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Because if somebody got to tell you about me and you my family member and you should already knew, something is wrong. You're not paying attention. And so they don't pay attention. They don't pay attention. They got to pay attention to you to understand you. You know what I mean? And so if you're going through it, don't feel bad and don't be mad. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people all over the world going through the same thing. It's the same thing. They family not paying them no attention. And I don't really mess with the Bible. But guess what? Jesus said he didn't mess with nobody in his hometown. You know what I mean? Because they were hating on Jesus and his own family members. So he went outside. He went outside of his family. See what I'm saying? To mess with others. And I'm not into the Bible, but you think that I don't know it. I know it because my family grew up in it. So I know the story. But what I'm saying is, to make my point, is that your home, people will hate. Even in your hometown, they will hate. So you got to go outside of your home with a love. They can see it. They can see the picture clear because they have no attachment to you, so they can judge more righter than your hometown or your family. So your hometown get caught up in their emotions of how you made it, how you doing better than them, all this stuff here. So even your hometown, you know what I mean? So some people can't make it because they still stay in their hometown or in their hood. So you got to go outside of your environment, and other people see it clearly because they don't know you from Adam to Eve. So they can see, oh, he a talent. They can see your talent. They can see where you fail. So that's why you have people, the outsiders, that tell your family members about you. They know more about you than your family members. So with that being said, this is why people go through it. Know what I mean? And so what you got to do is, if you listen to this video or this audio, this right here should inspire you to think positive. You should know who you are. Know that you're powerful. Know that you're gifted, and everybody is an expression of the Creator, which they call God. You got to know who you are. I mean, if you know who you are, keep your spirit uplift, because somebody will treat you better. If you got to separate yourself from the environment, do what you got to do. The neighborhood, the city, it don't matter if it's your family, it don't matter if it's your friends, whoever hate on you and who hold you down, I say just leave their presence, cut them off. No matter if you got to start from zero, however, do that. And you'll see how you do better. You know what I mean? You see how you arise. You end up with something if you're determined, you're motivated, and you know who you are. So as I can't bring you this light, I know your pain. I know your feeling. I shake.
Oh, here I go. 157. That used to be my hood. I still got love, but now I'm in the God hood. I done Spain, Jupiter. I ain't gonna run.